Welcome to the Empty Netters podcast.
Can you believe what this has become?
There was a full 48 hours where I felt like I was like literally Superman.
Jumbo loves playing Fortnite, so he gets on the sticks.
Did TR show you the sauna cycle, or was that already?
No, I invented that.
Almost a year now that I haven't taken a body check. That's kind of nice.
Finished tonight with some chicken fingers and a few Guinnesses, ran into you guys, and that's where this pod came to life.
Ice is ready, even in Mexico, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast, brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Dan Powers. All the way back in America, we got producer Sean, the Irishman, on the sticks, and a man who sounds like an absolute wood chipper whenever he's chewing gum. It is that goofball, that clown, Christopher Powers.
I got deep teeth, as always.
That's always your excuse, but you
I
be
got deep
smacking,
teeth.
brother.
I got
You be
deep teeth.
smacking.
The dentist, they tell me, they go, you have amazing oral care and you got deep teeth. And I say,
You do.
thank you.
I got to admit, the kid has great oral hygiene. You're flossing all the time. You haven't bled in years.
Literally, dude, I'd be waking up flossing. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm flossing. I don't even know what happened.
Oh, man. It's one of your only good qualities. Speaking of people, CP, who are going to be bleeding, we've got crazy hot ice action to get into. So many topics.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We're going to try to give you babes all of the info, rapid fire. So we're going to get going. Like I said, speaking of people who might be bleeding, Nikita Zadorov had a wild run with the New York Islanders and particularly their fans. So let's jump right into it, CP. Last night on Tuesday night, the Bruins went down to the island, played the Islanders, had a crazy tilt, won in OT, and Nikita Zadorov stole all the attention, stole all the show, got in the mixer with the little boy, with the little 18-year-old, the starving man who can't afford to eat dinner, according to you. Matthew Schaefer and Zadorov tied up from the center ice, go all the way into the D zone, into the Boston's D zone. They go behind the net. They're slugging at each other, smoking at each other. Zaddy is the biggest dude in the NHL right now, possibly. Buries Schaefer into the boards. As Schaefer's getting up, he's tugging on his stick. I love it. Getting in the mixer with the big fella. Zadorov gives him a shot right to the face as he's getting up, holding on to his stick. And then the Islanders players went berserk, dude. They swarmed Zadorov. There was a whole full-on line brawl, just nonsense going on. I want to stop there and talk about that. I love that. Love that response from the Islanders.
First of all, Zadorov is lucky that Schaefer has turned 18 because that could have been assault, brother.
Assault of a minor. Assault of a minor.
And then you get in real trouble. Now we're talking real trouble. As far as what happened, I think everything by the players happened perfectly and was not a big deal.
Great.
I think Zadorov's cross-check into the glass was nothing. It was just like a good play. And Schaefer kind of just lost his balance. He wasn't flopping. He just loses his balance.
Yeah.
Then Schaefer tugs on his stick, which is fine because he's like, fuck you. And then Zadorov face washes him, which is also fine. That wasn't like a cross-check. Who was that a couple years ago when someone literally cross-checked a dude in the face? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. I can't think of the player off the top of my head, but it was savage.
I feel like it was a Canuck player.
I think it was. It was Zadorov.
Was it?
So he's changing his ways.
Because this was not that. This was not that, dude. This was like a face to the or hand to the face, and then the Islanders guys, jump him because that's Schaefer daddy. And I was like, everything is fine here. Everything is fine. It's what happened after, which is what is insane.
I completely agree. The Islanders fans slide into Z's DMs saying, don't touch Schaefer like that. You're a fucking pussy. We're coming after you. You're going to get clipped the next time you come here. All this nonsense. And you got to love it from Zadorov. He threw out a great chirp. He was like, get out of my DMs and get into your rink and cheer on your team. That place was a library. First of all, library is such a good chirp. A good chirp when you're talking about an opposing team's barn. But the point of this discussion, of this quick hitter, was Bruins, Islanders, all the players, specifically Zadorov and Schaefer, A+ across the board. That's great. That's good hockey, dude. That's getting in the mixer, and I respect it so much from Schaefer. Schaefer being a young 18-year-old going up against a monster like Zadorov and being like, yeah, whatever, dude, I'm going to get buried probably, but I'm getting in the mix. You love to see that. Our message here to the fans is just cut the shit with that. Like, being that type of fan, sliding into a player's DMs because they hurt your feelings, they were a big bad bully to your favorite player on your favorite team. I'm going to send death threats to an NHL player.
Which you would never act on. Which you would never act, like, they're like, we're going to find you. And I'm like, what if you saw him in the street? Like, what if in a back alley you walked into Zadorov? Would you kill him? Would you try to kill him?
Exactly, CP. You not only would you not say shit. If you did say shit, you'd probably ask for his autograph.
Yeah.
So this is our message to fans. Don't be those type of people. Don't be those type of fans where you're sliding into a player's DMs with threats and negative speak because they did something so mean. You are the biggest L7 weenie that exists in the hockey space. Drives me
Dan,
nuts.
We're not going to get into it, but just need to point out, life comes at you fast in pro sports. Life comes at you fast anywhere, but certainly in professional sports. And how crazy is it that Lane Hutson was this darling, like, oh my God, a defenseman won Rookie of the Year, and he's like the future, he's the bright shining star, which he still is. He's second in points in D. But then,
I was like, careful, because he still is.
But literally, Matthew Schaefer is now here and is like, I have fucking 11 points in 13, and I'm the guy. I'm going to win Rookie of the Year, and I'm the great. And I'm like, holy shit.
And CP 5 and 6 too. Like, he's not pulling this like, I've got 1 goal and 10 assists. Like, he's just a perfect hockey player. Dude, we said it a couple weeks ago. He is king of the Isle. He is king of the Isle.
Yes.
He is revitalizing and just changing the game.
Because Lane has 1 in 12, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, which is his bag.
His
but
bag,
I'm just saying.
He's a quarterback. Yeah, he's a quarterback.
But but fucking Schaefer, Daddy's insane.
Stick taps to Schaefer because he is buzzing. I'm telling you, man, he's changing the culture. You love to see it. Speaking of great culture and things that we don't love to see, the Florida Panthers, at the time of recording here on the 5th of November, are dead last in the Atlantic, below the Buffalo Sabres, below the Boston Bruins. I mean, the Boston Bruins are currently in a playoff spot, which is crazy.
They're a roller coaster.
Let's talk about the Florida Panthers because, listen, the first topic is it time to panic? Is it time to worry? But the reality is they're 6-6-1, but they have a -7. They're 5-1 at home, CP 1-5 on the road. Struggle bus on the road a little bit. Bob is 6-4 with an .883 save percentage, 2.28 goals against. Goals against, not that bad.
I know.
Are you panicking in Florida just yet? We knew they were coming into this season with a lot of injuries, especially after Barkov went down. But they've got Barkov out, they've got Kachuk out, they've got Kulikov out, Nosek out, and Gadjevich out. All very important players to this team. They're last in the Atlantic. How are you feeling about the Florida Panthers? And how are you feeling if you're a Florida Panthers fan?
They're pretty close to the Oilers for me. I don't need to do your rant again about Edmonton, but it's like if any other fan base in the league was going to chill out, it was these guys, especially with the injuries. We all said with the injuries, they're going to start slow. Before Barkov went out, we said there's literally no chance they could make playoff or miss playoffs. When he went out, I was like, oh man, I guess there's a chance, but I still think it's 1%. So I'm not worried at all. The dead last is a exaggeration because of how close the points are still, right? Like it'll change tomorrow.
Totally. And like we've talked about a billion times, CP, 13 games. Like it's still early. At 20 games, we can no longer say it's still early, in my opinion. But
I am willing to say already that they are now going to be we gotta grind a bit to make sure we make it. Like, I think they're going to be a 3-seed wild card type situation, which they don't give a fuck about. They will happily go right back to the cup as a wild card if they get healthy. But I do think they're not going to be a 1-2 seed in the Atlantic at this point.
No doubt about it. For me, I'm not worried. I'm not worried if I'm the Panthers just yet, but you do go, okay, we're not fine, right? There's a big difference between being fine and being worried. They're not fine because 13 games in, being last, regardless of the fact that you're 500, like you're okay. Frankly, I think the surprise here is how good teams like Detroit, teams like Montreal are, and they're kind of like, oh shit, I mean, like the division's strong. That's why we're in last, in quotes. But you are a little bit, I think, seeing a combination of so many injuries that was always going to be an issue. But I do think, and I think this team is so professional. I think they're so strong. I don't think it's the too much hockey thing. But at the same time, even for us, man, being a couple of bums in our 30s on the road. I feel like I can't believe we're 13 games in the season. It felt like yesterday we were at Elbow Room with the boys.
Correct.
And it felt like yesterday we had Benny on the show and how he was like, dude, I haven't even skated. It is 3 straight years of the Cup. You come in, some of your best players are out injured. It is just like, it's almost too much too soon. And I think that's why we've seen a bit of a quote unquote slower start from some of their big dogs. So I think it's a bad combination of all of that have them in this space where, again, they're right now going, I mean, we're not fine. We're okay. We're not panicking, but you do need to start grinding a little bit more.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're going to be good. We're going to be good.
We are going to be good. Because you can't get in too much of a hole here if these other teams in the Atlantic are in fact as good as they seem to be.
Yep. Bob started slow last year. Don't forget, he's going to be fine. Speaking of a team that's good in the Atlantic, the Habs, Stan. The Habs are the real deal. We slept on them. We slept on them in the preview. They are not fucking around.
They are not fucking around, Chris. I think it was very clear that we have been high antenna thrown up as high as it goes about the switch. A switch is going to happen in the Atlantic at some point. Mm-hmm. For years, we had Toronto, Tampa, Boston, Florida atop the Atlantic. And then there's just such great youth. There's such great movement in Montreal, in Ottawa, in Detroit, and in a lot of ways in Buffalo. Absolutely. They have some struggles too, but they've got some good young players. We were wondering, when will the switch happen? We weren't sure it was fully going to happen this year. And we both got it wrong. We got it wrong so far. We were like, I think I had Montreal making the playoffs, but as a wild card.
You got them as a fifth, so it was like a maybe.
Yes. And I mean, here they are, and they're just so fucking
nasty, dude. Tell me where they're good in everything.
9-3-1. Dude, exactly, right? 9-3-1 in the season at the time of recording. They're great home and away. You love to see that. Their records home and on the road are really, really strong. But this is my favorite part about this Habs team so far. We're through 13 games of the season here, okay?
Yep.
Suzuki is 4th in the NHL in points. Cole Caulfield is 1st in the NHL in goals, tied, but still. Lane is 2nd in the NHL in points for a defenseman. Demidov is 1st in the NHL in points for a rookie. Dobes is 2nd in the NHL in goals against and 3rd in the NHL in save percentage. They have a player 4th or higher in the league in about every metric you can get that are the big metrics. That is remarkable. They're doing all this without Laine. Laine's been out for a couple of weeks here. And, you know, he's going to be a big goal scorer. You think about things like the power play, you think things about goal difference. That was a big thing last year. They have a +7 goal diff right now. Dude, this team is just like every game, you know, even when they do lose one and you're like, oh, is a skid going to start? It's like, bang, they win the next one immediately. And they win it emphatically too. And they've had a lot of great comeback wins, but it's just like, all of their top guys seem to be having that, oh, I'm not hot. This is who I am. That's exciting.
Yeah, I like that. Are they better without Laine?
I don't ever want to say that about a guy because that's
just better without Laine?
Listen,
do you trade Laine and acquire?
Okay, now we're talking
middle depth.
Okay,
do you go? Okay, I don't need you. You are good, and we love you. But I don't need you, and I would like what you can get me.
CP, now we're talking. Now you're bringing some juice. Now you're bringing some juice to the campfire here. I think there's a chance that you look at how good this team was. And listen, remember when Laine joined, it was just goals. And you love that. But we've talked a lot about Laine. He's been on a few different teams. You're not really sure what you're going to get from him over 82 games. Here he is injured again. And you do wonder, with seeing how successful this team is, how great all of their lines are clicking. And you look at his cap hit in a team that is already in a beautiful cap situation. Mm-hmm. Do you make your cap situation even better? Do you just move him and go, listen, it's just like maybe it's not a good fit here? That is a super interesting discussion. Now, I think Laine is a great player. He's a great goal scorer. But yeah, dude, if the Habs, with their elite cap setup, are in a place where they can go, I think we're fine without him. Yeah, dude, maybe you move him. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine if they got even more cap space and if they got something valuable back for him? The last thing I wanted to bring up with this team is, like we were talking about, can they keep this up? I think it looks like yes. It looks like they are.
I'm sold.
Real deal
I'm sold.
Team.
Yep.
I think what we're seeing and also Habs fans, hit us up in the DMs. If I'm saying Dobes, I don't know if it's Dobbs, but I think it's Dobes. But whatever. He's been fantastic. And you've also got great goalie prospects in your system. Like we talked about, they are one of these teams maybe that you make a move for a goalie, but like look at the goalie play they're getting. So I think they can keep it up. The big question I have for you is, do they trade for a second line center? Kirby Dach, friend of the program, absolutely fantastic player. He's currently slotted in most of the time as that second line center. He's got 5 points in 10 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. The question is, with how much everyone else is buzzing, what would this team look like, dude? If they had this, for the time being at least, the dream and the fantasy of Sidney Crosby coming to his hometown team is probably gone. But like there are potentially guys out there. There was a rumor that popped up of Nazem Kadri being a trade target for Montreal. I don't know exactly how I see that fit working out, but there is an opening possibly of getting, with all their cap space, a great second line center to slot in there, have Dach move out to the wing, have Dach move to third line center, and then you're fucking so deep.
Yeah.
But I think that that's something to keep an eye on.
You're right. There's luxury to be had, and they'll search for it. But I still think Herbs is a guy, because if you're getting he's on pace for 40, if you're getting 60 from him, though, if you get 60 from your second line center, that is a luxury, and I think he is that guy. Great transition again, Dan, about some goalie talk. We're going to the Canes. The Canes, everyone, heavy favorite, right? Heavy Vegas favorite, both Vegas and Carolina preseason. They look gross so far. They're third in the Met. They're 8-4. But do they have a goalie issue?
Maybe, man. I mean, we've said it a bunch of times. Yeah, third in the Met. They've got significant injury for how good they are. I mean, for the first 6 games, we were like, damn, they're probably the best team in the league right now. They're without Slavin, literally Slavin, the Allfather. They're the best
Captain America
in the game. They're without Ghost. They're without Keandre, 2 really important offensive weapons on the blue line, without Carrier, without Robinson. That's a hefty.
Yeah. I'm like,
injury.
How are you winning games? And they're like, we're that good. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Rod the Bond, dude. He's like, we're not making playoffs. We stink. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Enough with the mind games, Rod. We talked about Freddie Anderson a lot on this team. He's one of the best people on planet Earth.
Yeah.
He's a very good goaltender. I do think people forget how old he is. And I think in the last couple of years, we've seen that maybe there's a chance that Freddie he's not this horse that you can ride deep into the playoffs. What were you saying? You don't think he's that old?
No, he's 36. I checked. I was thinking he was like 34, 35, but he's 36.
So exactly proving my point. Like people forget. Like I think Freddie, I mean, he looks so young in the regular season. He moves. He's spry, and you would guess, he's like 32, 34, but he's 36. Like that's, I mean, Christ, he's been playing as the number 1 goalie on a couple of teams here for a long time. And right now he's got a 2.96 goals against, 8.94 save percentage. You wonder if their tandem situation is good enough, if this is the team. We talk about this team has cap space. They've done remarkably well with all of their contracts. So many people have asked the question is like, what's the piece they need? Do you add this? Do you add that? And I'm sitting here wondering, is goalie what they needed? When Markstrom got traded to the Devils, we were saying that Carolina is a Gibson team of like Gibson too is like this guy or this team is a goalie away from being in the Stanley Cup, in my opinion.
It feels or go ahead.
No, I was just, I was harping.
It feels like I love Freddie. I think he's a very good talent in this league, but it's been too many times, I think, banging your head against the wall where he's not stealing you playoff games. He's not losing them for you. It's not, no offense, because Stuart Skinner is my most interesting player in the league, but there's been times where you feel like Stuart Skinner lost me a game, a playoff series.
Yeah.
Freddie is rarely Not never, but Freddie's rarely losing them the series. I don't think they lost to the Panthers last year because of Freddie Anderson.
Agree.
But he's not taking these the way some of these elite goalies are and winning. And you can win without it. I don't think Kemper was stealing games in that Avs run. He was good enough. And he's been nasty in his career. But so you can do it, which is why I think the Canes just keep doing it. But you're in a situation here where I'm like, this is too many times. You need to get someone that's going to put you over the hump.
Yeah, I'm going to give Kemper a couple of steals. I'm a
He missed. Remember they put in Frankie, though? Kemper missed the whole second round or something. It was crazy.
He had some great fucking games where I think he did steal a game. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Freddie's a fantastic goalie. The question, though, is he stealing you games that's going to get you to the cup? Because that's what they need, right? They need to get over the hump.
Right there every fucking year. Yep. Ehlers, too, Dan. What's your deal, Bal? Score a goal. Score a fucking goal. He did last night. But
he absolutely ripped one last night. I think the dam is officially going to break, but there's no doubt about it. That's my guy. He is the biggest person in the room who is frustrated about this. I know that this guy wanted to come in and go, I'm finally getting PP time. I'm finally on a top line here. He wants to be a 40-goal guy. This is not the start that he wanted.
Still can be.
I do think he can get it going. I think the way he celebrated really fired me up. He was like, let's fucking go. It wasn't that. Remember when Zegras scored his last year with the Ducks and it was like the monkey off the back moment and he just he was just like, fuck me, dude. I think that is not the headspace you want to be in. And as we talked about last episode, it's so nice to see Z in the better headspace. Ehlers, I think, is in a good headspace. I think he's in a good group. I think he loves these boys. They're going to lift him up. He's going to start getting buzzing. But yeah, as he starts to get going, these guys come back for injury. All is very, very well in Carolina. But you do wonder, is that goalie thing something that you got to worry about? A goalie that you do not have to worry about, Christopher, and frankly, let's say the rest of the team, is the Anaheim Ducks. I mean, dude, can you believe first in the Pacific for the first time? I know it's not official, but the last time they won the Pacific was 16-17, I think. It's almost a decade here. This team is at the top of the Pacific, and goddamn, do they look good.
Dude, it's so awesome. I'm pretty sure you had him too, but we both had him in the playoffs. And it was kind of like, you plant your flag here and you're like, I'm loving the Ducks, but they actually scared me that they were too hyped. That was everybody's sleeper pick. The Ducks look good. The Ducks look good. Then we go to the season opener. They drop their roster in our eyeball. And I'm like, this is the best team I've ever seen. How could this team not make playoffs? And then they're delivering, Dan. They look incredible. Kreider has been such a fucking awesome pickup, both from a veteran presence in the room, teaching those boys, pumping in power play goals like he was fucking born to do. Everybody's firing. And dude, Cutter has 10 goals, bro. He's literally has the most goals in the league right now. That's what you thought you had when you traded for him. And
NHL
to see him do that, yeah, man, holy fuck. Truba's got 8 points.
Can we play a sad violin for the New York Rangers? Kreider, 7 goals in 8 games. Trouba has 8 points. I mean, good God, that must be so just, it's salt in the wound in the biggest way. And yeah, Cutter with his first career hat trick last night. They beat the brakes off the Panthers, belt to ass.
They're beating teams too, Dan. Teams are coming up in here, Chris. And they're beating them. Yeah.
This team's 8-3-1. My favorite thing about the Duckies, right? We talk about goal difference a lot and giving up goals. They've got a +11 goal differential, third in the NHL. They're locking down on D. Hellison's playing so well. The young boys look really, really good. Lacombe is fucking out of control. But talking about the young boys, 7th in the NHL in points right now, Leo Carlsson. Remember when Leo Carlsson went 2nd overall right behind Connor Bedard and people were like, wow, Leo Carlsson getting a lot of love. People started comparing him to Anja Kopitar. Mm-hmm. He is right here, brother. He is right here in his, 3rd year in the NHL. And my good God almighty, this kid is special. He is really, really just dominating on the ice. He's fully grown into that big body. He looks mature out there, just like we talked about Beckett.
Yeah.
And you start to wonder, man, we talked about Beckett a couple weeks ago and how this kid in his first year in the league just looks so comfortable. And then you look around the team and I look at guys like Jackson Lacombe, who's a young player in the league, Minchikov, Zellweger, and then obviously Leo Carlsson, Cutter Gauthier. You've got young players on this team who are stepping into big, important roles that must be contagious. It must be contagious when you have so many young players and you're seeing guys who are your age with such huge roles and responsibilities on this team. It turns into that thing where you're like, all right, well, I got to fucking step it up too. Like this isn't, we're not sitting here at fucking summer camp with a bunch of young kids dicking around. We're a good team. We've got one of the best goalies in the league. We've got these unbelievable vets around us and guys like Kreider and guys like Frank and guys like Trouba and Troy Terry, obviously, being one of the big vets on the team. Gudas, a leader in the captain role. It's got to be contagious, and it is officially to the point now where I'm like, this team. Remember last year, I think it was, the Flyers got off to that hot start. Even the Ducks, a year or two ago, first 10 games, they were absolutely flying. Now I know this is 13, 14 games, but it's like they're beating teams, like you said. They're not giving up a bunch of goals like they were in the past couple of years. I think the Duckies are for real. And I think our call of playoffs is looking good.
Same. I'm just as sold on the Habs as I am on the Ducks. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually, we're good here. You are a real problem. I'm pumped. Okay. Take me to LA, Dan.
Like this. Got to take it. I do really quick want to just give stick taps to my son, Macklin Celebrini, tied with Leo Carlsson and 7th in the NHL in points. Like, I mean, can we talk about these guys? It's
and how many points back, Dan, right? Like, I know they're technically 7th, but I think they're both like 3 points off the league lead. So,
correct.
Insane.
Out of control. Gonna stay in Southern California, like you said, go to our dear friend, really, really special moment. Drew Doughty last night on the 4th of November scores a goal, an empty netter, no less.
How are you?
To become the all-time leading goal scorer as a defenseman in Los Angeles Kings history. Fucking beautiful stuff. Texted him after the game, and I was like, on an empty netter, and he was like, I know, dude, what a shit way to do it. And I was like, bro, no. Come on. This is phenomenal.
That's so funny.
But you love to see icons like this get these really, really cool record-breaking moments. Really awesome to do it. They get a win at home, which is great and much needed. And it just got me thinking about Dewey and about the player that he is. Drew Doughty is 33rd all-time in the NHL for points with 691 as a defenseman. He will pass the 700 mark this year. A remarkable achievement. He is 7th among active defensemen behind Burns, Carlson, Hedman, Letang, John Carlson, and Roman Josi, all lock Hall of Famers, just like Drew Doughty is. Dude, funny enough, he's also 33rd and 7th all-time in goals for defensemen. So he's
wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Points. Wild. But remarkable company that he is in to be top 50 all-time for D in the league is out of this world, and he's 33 and only climbing. Dewey's going to play at least a couple more years after this. It got me thinking quickly, already for defensemen in the NHL, where do you have Drew Doughty all time?
Dude, it's such an incredible career, and God, if they could fucking win one more, it would be amazing. But I would say there's guys that are over him. He would say this too, of the Orrs, Bork, Coffey, Lidstrom. Like there's an S tier that's over him. But that tier is not that big. And obviously he's like Kale's the best player alive right now. So like there's people that are coming that he thinks are better than him. But if you look at the active guys, dude, Hedman's all-timer. Like Hedman's in a very significant conversation. But after that, like Carlson, Burns, Letang, other John Carlson, and Roman Josi, those are the other actives ahead of him over Hedman. And I'm like, I think Dewey's better than those guys. They have more points than him, but I'm like, I think Dewey's better than all of them.
I think I would agree, CP, and Erik Karlsson, one of the most interesting players in the world, right?
Yeah,
because
correct.
He is just one of the most gifted offensive defensemen in the history of the NHL. Being shipped around to what is it, 3 different teams now, and just like still doing it at every level. He's out of this world. He has 3 Norris trophies.
That might be right.
Look that up for me.
100-point one, yeah.
Yep. I think Erik Karlsson has 3 Norris trophies, but no cups for Erik Karlsson. No cups for Brent Burns. 1 cup for John Carlson. 3 cups for Chris Letang. And
3 Norris for Karlsson. You're right.
Yeah, 2 cups for Hedman, no cups for Yossi. 2 cups for Drew Doughty, a Norris Trophy for Drew Doughty. Like he is an all-timer. And yeah, man, I don't think it's talked about enough. He's so fun. He's so happy-go-lucky, one of the most fun-loving guys in the world. But to become an icon, I mean, he's already been an icon. But you know, we talk about that. We always do the Mount Rushmore of teams. Drew Doughty is potentially, if not certainly, on the Mount Rushmore of all-time Kings players already. And he's still got gas left in the tank. It's special stuff.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I'm so pumped for him, and it's cool. It's easy to forget how prolific he's been because he's just, you know, he's always there and he's around and everybody loves him and he's Dewey, he's the man. And then you look at these numbers and I'm like, holy shit, dude! Like you are literally going to retire as like a all-time great, a lock Hall of Famer, and I'm like, that is fucking sick, dude.
Like, is there anything better than as a franchise when you draft a guy 2nd overall and then he immediately comes in the league? I think he was like 2nd in Calder voting his rookie year. And it's like he comes in the league, he wins 2 cups, wins a Norris, becomes the all-time leading scorer for defenseman in your franchise's history. Like it's just, that is the return on investment.
Yeah.
You could dream about, baby. It's unreal. All right, that's going to wrap up our rapid fire hot ice, and we're going to get into a very, very exciting topic. We are big outdoor boys. Speaking of outdoor boys, dude, do you know that guy, the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel? He's that dude who wears glasses.
Oh, yeah, you sent this
stuff
to me,
where he's running around
Alaska.
He's like the coolest dude in the world. He stopped doing content, and then he just announced that he has 3 unreleased videos that he's dropping on us here in November.
Holy shit.
Exciting stuff. But speaking of outdoor boys, we love the outdoor games. We love the Winter Classic. We are so excited to head to Miami for the Winter Classic this year, but we got some Stadium Series news for 2027. February 20th, 2027, we're going to Jerry's World, dude.
Wow,
Dallas. Can you believe it?
Dude, one of the coolest things about the outdoor games that the league has put on, which has been amazing, because it's such a great fan experience for the whole weekend, but is seeing some cool venues, right? Like going to Wrigley. We had been there, but like going to Wrigley Field, the Mariners ballpark. I'd never been there. That was awesome. And Jerry's World, love or hate the Cowboys, dude. I was like, holy shit. I've obviously never been in there. It would be it would be on pace, I think, to be the 3rd or 2nd biggest attended hockey game ever, behind the Big House, obviously. And then I want to say like one of the Nashville one? No, the Blue Jacket, whatever. It was one, then maybe the Columbus one. Yeah. But anyway, big 90,000+ people, biggest Jumbotron that man has ever made, dude. It stretches from like the 20 to the 20, I think. It's going to be nuts. And obviously, sometimes it's like with the non-hockey venues, it's kind of hard to see the ice sometimes, you know? And remember at Fenway, you're kind of like looking up at the Jumbotron back there. No issues here, dude. Biggest TV on earth. Yeah. There is no bad seat in the house. It's going to be incredible. February 20th, like 2027.
I'm looking at that thing.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Who do you want? Opponent TDD. Who do you want?
I want to get into that. I want this to be, I think I have 2 obvious ones. I know that we like a lot in these things to do, you know, you got someone in the West, go get someone in the East. I think that this is very simple. This game for me has got to be either we're going to stay right in the Central. This has got to either be the Colorado Avalanche or, in my opinion, the GOAT answer is the Minnesota Wild.
Ooh.
Bring the fucking Wild.
Good one.
The team,
I didn't think about that.
The team in the state that the Stars were stolen from. Have that matchup at Jerry's World under the fucking stars. Come on.
Dude. Oh,
I mean,
dude.
like,
okay. That's tremendous. I was going to say...
I don't know if that's wrong, by the way. Is Jerry's World, is that a dome? Do they have a retractable roof? What's the deal?
They must be retractable. Actually, they do, because remember CeeDee Lamb couldn't see the fucking ball? He was like, I dropped the deep pass because Dak threw it into the sun. That's right. I was going to say Oilers, because that's been like the bad blood the last couple years. That'd be a good game.
Fuck Canada for the Stadium Series, dude.
But I also can't have... We've been so close to going to Dallas, which we've been dying to do for a couple of years, and the Oilers always take it from us. So I was like, I can't have the Oilers take it. I guess they can't stop me going. I'm going, period. But I also can't have them...
Yeah. You also, Chris, can't have a Canadian team beat you in Dallas.
Yeah, Jerry's World. Jerry's like give me the fucking flame, give me the Sharks. Jerry wants to win.
Yeah, true. Seriously. No offense.
Also, Dan, the Avs would be epic for the Rantanen thing, and I now think that the Stadium Series next year at Jerry's World should be a 3-team round robin, Canes, Stars, Avs for Rantanen, and we settle it once and for all in Jerry's World.
So here's what I want from this CP. I genuinely could not be more fired up about this. Dude, I gotta say, Gary is possibly the GOAT commissioner of all time. I genuinely mean that. Like, this dude, we saw how good Four Nations was, and then I just feel like every year he does something, makes
better every year, better every year, better every year, better every year.
Like, so legit, and everyone's just like, oh, that's pretty cool, but no one's ready to be like this. Good job, Gary. Like, boo him at the draft all you want. The dude is just like, he's still got his finger on the pulse, and putting a Stadium Series game at fucking Jerry's World, like you said, that Jumbotron, 93,000 people, that place is going to be packed. But here's what I want, okay? We're making this happen. This is a little news break for people. We're making this happen with Netters College Puck Drop this season. We're going to be going around and we're going to be doing live pods at the stadiums. I'm saying this right now to the NHL. Next year, 2027, Stadium Series at Jerry's World. We need a Netters live pod outside amidst the tailgate. I'm sick of the world not understanding how sick these games are. Everyone in the NHL does. All these NHL fans knows how sick these games are. I want to blow this out. So
show the vibe, show the atmosphere.
Exactly. We're going to do a Netters live pod at Jerry's World in the parking lot, dude. Amidst the craziness, amidst the tailgate, and Dallas people and fans of whoever is chosen, we're going to blow this thing out. I want this tailgate to be bigger than any NFL tailgate all season long. I want musical performances. I want parties. I want people bringing setups like you've never seen before. And I want to pack the Netters live show. We're going to get a net. We're going to get a whole ordeal to get all of these fans involved, the win-in prizes, because I want this blown out. I want videos. I want content showing out at how sick this tailgate is going to be. And there is no better place than to do it at Jerry's World.
Oh, my God, dude, I'm fired up already. Okay, let's take an ad break, and then we'll be right back. I got to give you the BetMGM rundown again because we have the greatest partnership with them of all time, and you're missing out. You are missing out on the action. So what I want you to do is download the BetMGM app. Use promo code NETTERS. That's NETTERS. And then you get to do awesome stuff betting on hockey because hockey is back, and betting on hockey is so fun, okay? My favorite thing rocking right now is the hat trick jackpot. Basically, when you sign up for the BetMGM app and you use our promo code, you can get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet loses. So I have an idea. With your first bet on an anytime goal scorer. If he doesn't score and your first bet loses, you get up to $1,500 in bonus bets. And if he does score, cash, you won that bet. And if he scores 3 or more goals, you win the hat trick jackpot, which means you get your share of 10 G's in bonus bets. I'm recording on a Wednesday. Cutter Gauthier lit up a hat trick against the Panthers last night, and you could have cashed in on that hat trick jackpot by our boy, but you're not doing it, and that's making me sad. So I really want you to download that app, use that promo code NETTERS, and get in on the fun because I'm having fun and I want you to have fun too with our boys at BetMGM.
All right, folks, we are back and we are with our guy, Chris Chelios, coming back for some Chelly Tan Tears. We're about 13, 14, 15 games into the season, checking in again to do our rankings of all the teams in the league. We've got our special Chelly Tan Tears list. CP, let's take us away, start from the top to the bottom.
And Chelly, how it looks like the sun's out there, man. How we doing?
50 degrees in Chicago. Beautiful. People are on the patios. It's Bud Light weather and
yes,
El
sir.
Bandito weather.
Yes, God, more importantly.
I've got all of you beat, though, Chelly. I'm in Mexico right now. It's 90 degrees, and I've got my El Bandito in the freezer right now. So the second I log off here, I'm going for it.
Good for you.
Little on the rocks action. Okay, boys, we're starting in the Eastern Conference, alphabetical. The first team up is the Boston Bruins. A bit of a roller coaster season for the Bruins this year. They win a bunch, they lose a bunch. What do you guys think?
Shockingly third in the Atlantic right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody wasn't expecting much, but when you got McAvoy and past the pasta man, anything's possible. So they're holding their own for now. They got, pretty good, a legitimate goaltender. And yeah, so I would give them golf 10. Like, I'm going to go right to it and say golf 10. They're middle of the road, probably a team that's going to be a wild card team. So yeah, I like them.
I'm okay with golf 10. I think everyone in Boston will be thrilled with wild card going into this season, right?
I completely agree. I mean, frankly, I think that they should miss playoffs and get in the McKenna race, but
yeah,
that's neither here nor there. But I think golf 10's perfect. I think it's exactly where they are.
I love it.
I like the way they play.
Next one up, the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres, a little bit more fight than people thought, I think, to start the year. I don't think they're good, but not horrible. Not as bad as everyone thought.
They're above 500.
Nope, I'm not going to buy it yet. I watched them last night, and they're doing the same thing defensively. Just mental lapses, not physical, not hard to play against. They got Thompson obviously leading the way there. He's a pillar, but their defense still irks me. They got the size, they just don't have the jam and the competitiveness that they need, and that's been the issue, for years with them, I think. So I'm not going to say passed out drunk at the pool, but pretty damn close, right in between there and T-shirt on beach.
I'd be okay with T-shirt, Dan. What do you think? Do you want pool?
Yeah. I mean, I think for the defensive issues, I hear what Chelly's saying. So T-shirt at the beach makes sense for me.
T-shirt at the beach. I like it. Okay, the next team is the Carolina Hurricanes. And Chelly, you killed them last time. People were mad about it. Are you a believer yet, or are they still got question marks for you?
I mean, I believe in Rod Brind'Amour. I believe he's going to make the playoffs again. He's missing his top three of his top four defensemen.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I got a chance to watch him last night, and Martin Nook, his interview, they don't change anything. They all play the same, and that's a reflection of Brind'Amour. And if a coach leads by example, like what I'm meaning in the gym, he goes in the gym, works harder than the players do. That's the effect this guy has. He has all the respect in the world from his players. They don't cheat. They got some really skilled players in Aho. I like their team in a sense that they're a playoff team and a structured team. I don't like that they don't go outside the box. They don't create offense, that every year and year out they can't find the offense. But what they're doing right now up to this point, without those three guys, Slavin, Gostisbehere, and one other defenseman, that's,
Keandre's out too, right?
Keandre Miller, I'm sorry. Yeah, it just says a lot for his coaching ability and, how he keeps everybody accountable and on the same page. They just, basically after the first 12 minutes last night, they manhandled the Rangers, but the Rangers got their own problems at home.
Yeah.
It's I can't understand that. What's going on?
Same. So. Okay, as high as 4th of July?
4th of July. I'm with you. I like that. Yep.
Okay.
All right, I love it. Okay, now we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, who have been pretty pesky, actually. I'm excited to see where they shake out here.
I love Werenski.
Same.
One of my favorite defensemen in the league. Just a classy player and does it all. But they'll be battling, right till the end, I think, for a playoff spot. I don't think they have enough to do it. Everything's got to go just right for them healthy-wise, and I still don't see them passing anybody, quite honestly.
Yeah.
So
that's what's hard,
I'm
right?
With you. To me, it's like I still have issues with the goalie situation. There's a lot of the forwards that I need to start getting going way more than they are. But I do like Golf Tan. I think they're better than passed out drunk at the pool because they're doing what they got to do. Like if we've got a Golf Tan on the Bruins, I like a Golf Tan on the Jackets.
Okay, I'm good with that, Dan.
Fair enough.
Golf Tan there. Okay, now the Detroit Red Wings. And guys, they look like a playoff team. They look back. Yeah, what do we think?
Oh my God, it fires me up so much.
Yep, great start, but it all revolves around Dylan Larkin.
Yes.
Honestly, I just keep thinking back when they lost Larks for that 10, 12 games. They lost, I think, 10, 12 games.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He makes them go, and he's off to another great start, regardless, the comments he made, about the no transactions during the before the trade deadline last year. And that's all been resolved with him and Steve Yzerman. But, veteran coach in McClellan, their D got some veteran Ds. Sider's back playing, how he needs to be playing. Raymond, I like him. DeBrinket's slow start, but he's, Kane's been out for the last 2 weeks too, which doesn't help their power play. They lost a tough one last night, 1-0.
Yeah.
But I like them this year again. They're going to be right there again, and I'm going to give them spray tan.
Oh, yes. I love that, dude. Detroit climbing the ranks, Dan.
I kind of wanted Cookout, but I got to calm down. We'll go slow.
Yeah. Give him a beat.
You can disagree with me, too.
No.
Yep.
Listen, I'm way too horny for the Wings, so I would put them in the Cookout, I think. But I'll take that. I'll take spray tan. They're climbing, like you said, CP. We're just going to steady climb.
Yeah, we're slowly climbing
a little bit of youth there.
Yes,
yep.
God.
Finney's
good point,
great.
Shelly, by the way. Yeah.
Sandy
great
Pellick
young
is
players.
Great. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have the Florida Panthers. And guys, I think we have to punish them a little bit here for their recent performances.
Yeah.
We had them really high. We had them like Pam Anderson Baywatch last time, but I think the Panthers going to come down. Yeah.
Well, wait till a ringleader gets back.
Yeah.
Matthew Tkachuk, I don't think he's far off. And then as he goes, so does the rest of the team. A little bit of a hangover, I think. 3 years in the finals now, back to back in the finals. So it's going to take him a little bit to get going. Losing Barkov, huge loss, but
devastating.
I got every reason to believe. I know the protocol on ACLs now has changed for,
I know.
But I got every reason to believe he will be back before the playoffs. And Matthew, I don't think is more than a month off, or I'm not quite sure. I spoke with him. He's doing great.
Oh, that's awesome.
But again, you put him in the lineup, like there's a different team, but they play hard. And right now they got that Marchand running around. He's the chicken with his head cut off.
How good has he been, man?
Until these guys get back, because the focus has been on him. But I still like Florida. Bobrovsky had a tough one last night. He was swimming.
He looks tired, Jelly. He looks tired.
Shelly, they're playing him too much. Like, he's played fucking 10 games already. And I'm like, dude, use a rotation, guys. You got this goalie. You don't need to drown him so fast.
Yeah, and I think a good example was a kid last night for Tampa. He had a great game because Cooper's knows he's got to manage him.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that Maurice he's a very smart coach. He knows he's going to have to give Bobrovsky. He's trying to ride him now to get through these injuries possibly, and at least till Tkachuk gets back. But you got to get him a rest, yeah.
Yeah. So where
how low do you want to go, Dan?
Like, listen, for me, it's ironic because passed out drunk at the pool almost sounds right, because it's like they're all still just from the summer,
like
and they've got 5 guys injured. But I could hear, Chelly, that might be too low because like they are fine. But I think it's that or golf tan.
Yeah, spray tan between spray tan and the 4th of July cookout. How's that?
Okay, let's go spray. I like spray.
Whatever.
Yeah. I like spray.
Okay, I can live with spray. Because you were right. When Tkachuk comes back, things are so different. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have the first place Montreal Canadiens, and man, they are buzzing. Like they feel in Pam Anderson territory to me.
I agree.
I love them. Last year, making the playoffs, I don't think they were disappointed. They showed up in the playoffs, played hard, fast team. Marty St. Louis just lets them play and allows that skill to come out. They've got toughness, everything. Their goaltender is playing well, so. Yeah, I like them a lot, and I'll put them with the Pam Anderson for sure.
Nice. God, good one for the Habs. Okay, New Jersey Devils, also looking pretty good without even a great Markstrom yet, but they're in first place as well. Do you guys like the Devils?
Put them with the fucking Habs, dude. They're sick.
Wow. What do you think, Charlie? Fuck yeah.
Agreed. The skill, the speed, they got it going. So, and Hughes healthy, both Hughes. They're a very fun team to watch, that's for sure.
Bang, Pam Anderson Devils.
You said it, I think that this is the grown-up year for Jack Hughes. Like he's I think that injury snapped something loose in him. He's not fucking around this year.
Yep, I love that, Dan. Okay, New York Islanders actually been pretty exciting. Schaefer, Chelly, you like his game?
I like him. I didn't like what Zadorov did to him yesterday. So
I loved it. I loved it. It was a baptism.
Yeah, I'd take him on my team, and he literally, a little punch in the face, but it didn't look good. But credit to the Islanders. They all jumped in there. But Lee, he's not that kind of guy, but he's got to go after him. I don't care. You got to show up in that case. He's the captain. So you have, and then he goes and takes a penalty on top of it, Lee, and costs him a goal. So he got, I love him, but he got to go to the game for not showing up. And you don't have to necessarily fight Zadorov, but run him. Do something. And protect that kid. You got to protect him.
We have to protect Schaefer at all costs. I still don't think they're that good.
I would say golf 10 for them.
Okay. Dan, you happy with that?
I think that's perfect. Patrick. I think that's perfect. Yeah, it's like
they deserve it.
We're gonna have a decent amount of teams in this little category, and they deserve it. The way
they deserve it.
Nurturing Schaefer, and I do think the way that they stepped up for him gets them out of
was good.
Drunk at the pool for me. Like that.
Here's a team who doesn't deserve it: the New York Rangers. Shambles. What do we think?
If this team isn't drunk at the pool, I don't know what we're talking. But they might even have a T-shirt on at the beach. Like the Rangers can't win at home. No one's going. What's going on with this team?
Well, I'm gonna give them a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, only because they're playing better defensively, and that's Sullivan. Obviously, more accountability. Now they got to find a way to play defense and create offense, which they haven't done. For the life of me, I have no answer why they're struggling at home like they are.
I know.
Madison Square Garden, if you're the home team, there's no better place to play. Maybe the visiting teams love playing there too. I don't know, but
crazy.
They are playing better in front of Shesterkin, which is good to see. But again, like last night, Miller, he's a leader of that team. They need to play harder. Both goals Carolina got were a result of just guys competing, going to the net. And that's not they didn't battle well in front of Shesterkin, and they did not battle to get in front of Kochekov last night. That was a battle. You got to pay the price. And I don't think they're built like that, especially the forwards. They've got some size up there, but none of them, third period, obviously Sullivan must have said something to get dirty and create some havoc in front of the other team's net. But, Panarin, he's not the same for whatever reason. He had that breakaway, and normally he's going to bury that. And it's frustrating. But again, they are playing better defensively. Their goals against, it's a noticeable difference. Hopefully they start finding some offense, because that's pathetic.
I'd go pass out the pool then, Dan, because he's right. They play a little bit better D than T-shirt at the beach.
They do. Gavrikov's been a huge help there, and honestly, I'll pump them up from T-shirt at the beach to pass out the pool just because of Shesterkin. The fact that I think he's 1-4 at home, and his numbers are amazing. He's got like a 9.24 save percentage. They just they can't score. It's insane. Pass out at the pool works for me.
Next up, we have the Ottawa Senators, and my knee-jerk was going to be Golf Tan because they feel like in the mixer there, but I almost want to go lower because Brady's hurt right now, and they've been disappointing, kind of, based on expectations.
They've been confusing. They've been up and down.
Yeah, they had that little 4-game run, went on a winning streak, and then they're not playing as well. And again, that's a team with not a lot of depth. Without Brady, again, he's a one-man show too. Let's face it. He's a point-a-game guy. He has grit. They need him bad. And he's not. I don't know how close he is to coming back, but if he's not back soon, that might be too late.
It could
for
slip
Ottawa
away,
to come
right?
back and battle back.
God, agree. Let's go pool. Let's go pool on them also.
All right, pool it is.
That works.
Okay, Flyers, Chelly. Flyers, as of right now, in a playoff spot. You buying the Flyers?
Yep. Because we're going to talk it.
Yes, year one talk
simple
it.
Talk. Yep, plain and simple. He's
Chelly's just gassing up his boys right now, Rod, and now Talk. This is ridiculous.
Well, Talk works out hard too.
Yeah, good point.
He's
good
built
point.
like a brick, what? And he got that look. Talk. He could grab a guy in his office and look at him, and that kid's going to do what he tells him to do. So, accountability is the one, and they're playing hard. The Flyers. They play physical. They're playing like Talk coaches. Whatever happened in Vancouver, this whole Miller, Patterson, that was, if he couldn't get these guys to work together, no one could. So I just think he's a very good coach, and he gets everybody on the same page, plays the same way, treats everybody differently, but holds them all accountable.
Yep. How high you want to go with them?
I'm going to go Golf Tan. How's that?
Okay, I like it.
I got a feeling they're going to be right there for the wild card also.
They deserve
I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Penguins, also super surprising, but having a great start. Crosby on fire.
Yeah, well, guys better stop looking at him, and then I'm sure they all want his autograph, but they better start playing against him. And but he's got a rope, like a string right now, Cindy. Everything he touches, and then Malkin too.
Great point.
He's pushing too. He's got some points. So you get those two guys going, anything's possible. But again, they got to play better defensively. Goaltending key for them. Yep. But great start, unexpected start for sure.
Been pretty good. Like, can we go as high as?
I'm putting these guys at the cookout. Yeah, no, they're at the cookout.
Yes.
Chelly's right. Like, it's at the end of the day when you have your 38-year-old and 37-year-old Crosby and Malkin being your two best players still, you're in a little bit of you're flirting with father time here. But at the end of the day, they deserve a gas up from the three of us for how good this start has been and how good those two has been. I think they're at the cookout for sure.
I'm in, Dan. I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay, Tampa Bay Lightning, horrible start, then won 5 straight, kind of brought it back. Or have they righted the ship here? Are they okay?
If they get their power play going, they're going to be right there at the end again. Vasilevsky, like I said, he looked great last night, and Cooper with some rest. I think they're capable. Paul, they were without Paul yesterday. I think he's a really important
he is
part of their team. And they battled Colorado pretty good. And Colorado's firing on all cylinders. It ended up, being a 1-goal game. So I like them. I got faith in Coop. I know I keep going back to the coaches, but
no, it's so
Kucherov.
important. Yep. Yeah, Cooch, dude. He's
Kucherov,
fucking all time.
Just when you think Braden Point, you think, maybe he lost a step, and then he blows around, Tays and roofs that backhander. Yeah. It was unreal. So I think they're still right there. I give them, Pam Anderson for sure.
Oh, okay.
No
wow.
way, Chell. All the way up to Pam?
Yep. I love them. I love their team.
Wow.
Dude, 5-game heater, Dad. 5-game heater.
And the new and the guy they got with Hedman, what's
JJ. Yeah.
He's 11th pick overall, that kid, and that's the first chance I got to see him play that many minutes. He's going to be, they lost Sergachev in that deal, but this kid's good. He can move, and he moves the puck well, and a little gritty. So I like their back end.
I love
McDonough, how they got him back.
I know,
what a gift
dude.
that was.
Insane.
So, yeah.
That's the spicy take so far of the Chantiers, and I love it. So
Me too.
There you go.
All right, now we've got the Toronto Maple Leafs. Haven't quite put it together yet, but they're still a threat, I think. But I still think they're suffering from no Marner.
Before you say such great things about Berube, which I'm sure you're gonna do, I think we've got to PP whack these guys a little bit. I know they lost Marner, and listen, they're 4th in the Atlantic, but they're just above 500. I think we need better from the Maple Leafs.
So maybe spray.
Yeah, they got skill. Yeah, there's no question the skill level. Nylander's off to a great start.
Yep.
Matthews, like Domi, got an opportunity with the injury there to step up and get a couple game winners.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I still think they lack that playoff type grit.
Yeah.
Play hard. Matthews, I'd like to see him run someone over the first game of the playoffs and go after, their top guy, take on that guy and challenge him, but that's not in him. And same with Nylander. You got to be tough. They've lost to Florida two years at least in a row. Like, learn from them. You got to match that intensity and that competitiveness, and they don't seem to have that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I look at Matthew's size. Can you imagine if
so
he
true, Dan.
playing like early days Ovi and just started fucking running guys over? He'd be the best player in the league. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's not in him. And like I said, in the playoffs, you got to turn into that type of guy. I don't care. And then he's going to be up against the best, and he's got to compete. It's not just about scoring. That's a total game. And he's another year into it with experience, and maybe, sometimes less is more, less points, less goals, but focus on being more physical, being better defensively. And I love Matthews, but hopefully he'll figure it out, that's what it's going to take.
How low are we going? Are we putting them at the pool here?
I see they're making the playoffs again, but then again, I just don't see them going deep in the playoffs unless they can fix that.
I'll go pool, Dan. Let's go pool. Fuck it. Let's go pool.
Pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got to step their shit up. They're at the point. I love it.
Now we got the Washington
too many
Capitals.
Disappointments by them.
Yeah, right.
And in their defense, they've lost to Florida the last couple of years too, though. So
yeah, right. Good team.
And they went on to win the cup.
Yep. Okay, Washington Capitals, Logan Thompson, unconscious in goal, playing so well, leading the league and everything. But Ovi, pretty slow start here. Not a lot of offensive production. You worried about the Caps, Chelly?
I think after last year, how much they overachieved last year. Early exit playoffs, but he's got to slow down, Ovi.
I know, my God.
Or maybe it's just that 900th goal. It's trying to get that 900th goal. That happens so often. Once he gets 900, then he'll start filling the net. I wish him the best, but right now, it's just a slow start for him and the team. But they're still right there. They're a good veteran team. I love Carlson. He just keeps going, Carlson, and he's such an important part of that team. So
Chikrin's great
good
too.
Veteran leadership. Who's that?
Chikrin. I think Chikrin was such a good pickup for them. He's fucking unreal.
Yeah. You got 2D like that, so that's huge. And Chikrin, he's fun to watch too. What a great talent he is.
Insane. Maybe golf tan for these guys.
Yeah, let's give him golf tan.
Golf tan.
I still respect him.
Okay, now we're going to the Western Conference. The first place Anaheim Ducks. We got to show them some love, guys. How high are the Ducks?
Dude, I'm so high on these guys, and it feels like Montreal, honestly, because when you look down their stat line, so many players are playing well. To me, Chell, I'm curious what you say, but they've got to be between 4th of July Cookout and Pam Anderson for me. I don't know if we can go as high as Pam already, but they're good.
Yeah, it didn't take long for Verbeek to turn things around there. So, he's got that Detroit, Steve Yzerman, Tampa thing going, and he quicker, I think, surprisingly, the improvement from last year, and then carries right over into this season. They play fast, they play tough, they've got it all. And you can say what you want about Trubisky, and he still manages to get there, and he's not used as much, and he's still a very important part of their team. But yeah, they're a great team to watch. And then go back to Philly too. Seems like, Talk has maybe taken Zegras' phone away. So that's working out good.
So true.
I'm cheering for Zegras.
Yeah, me too.
4th of July.
But yeah,
no, it's up to Chell. I
like spray tan. Let's give him 4th of July.
4th of July.
Yes.
How's that?
Hell yeah.
They earned it.
Okay.
At this point.
Calgary Flames, we got to be Dracula here, right?
Oh, dude,
you were so right about Wolf. Chelly, I think we got to go Dracula.
Yep. I'm with you there. Yeah. There's nothing, no light at the end of the tunnel right now for Calgary.
No. Okay. But now the Blackhawks, there is some light at the tunnel here. I'm excited to see what you guys think.
Chell was right. Chell was right last week as well, dude. He gave him a tire pump, and look at them. They
delivered.
Blast.
Yep. Fun to watch. Definitely the back end, young. Make their young defenseman mistakes, but they all got good size. Renzel's coming around, Vlasic. Crevier's a nice surprise. Kaiser. So they're definitely on their way up, way tighter. Knight, I think Knight's their guy for a long time. Sheldon Knight, that was a great pickup by the Hawks last year. And that's a great start for this, for them to start improving. Connor, whatever he did, he's picked up a step. No question. You can look at him, when you see him playing soccer in the hallways, whatever he did, his legs, his ass, whatever he, skipped world championships for to focus on, obviously paid off. So I like them. Donato, there's some little guys, hustlers. Nazar was a nice, pleasant surprise. Mikheyev. So they're definitely on their way up. Are they a playoff team? I don't think they're quite there because I don't know who they're going to pass.
Yeah.
But so far, so good as far as going the right direction.
Let's go past that at the pool because they're not quite in the wild card mixture yet, but that is a great improvement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
The Colorado Avalanche. Do we have a Chelly Malibu here?
Chelly Malibu. Healthy Chelly Malibu. Just leave it at that.
Wow.
That power play. I mean, I've never seen a power play where the puck's moving or the guy with the puck's moving as quick as they do. And, they get their speed, it's second to none, quite honestly, and the size and They got it all. They got Manson back there running guys. Taves is not underrated. He's earned his stripes.
God.
He's such a good player. Just does everything perfect. And then Makar, he had an off game and he was still great last night.
He's still the best player on the ice. It's fucking
so
crazy.
funny.
Yeah, you're right. The first Chelly Malibu of the season, I completely agree.
Well deserved. Dan, next up, Dallas Stars. I know you want to kill them. How low are you putting the Stars, Dan?
No, I don't want to kill them. I love the Stars, but my knee jerk is spray tan. They're still obviously amazing. They're obviously making the playoffs. They're getting to the second round at least, in my opinion. But this team is so goddamn frustrating. Like they pulled off that OT win against Edmonton last night, but it's like the fact that I think they have a 1+1 goal difference. Or no, they're -2. Like they're just giving up too many goals. Ottinger doesn't look as good as he should.
No.
So I think spray tan makes sense for them for me.
Chelly, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think again they're at a moment where it could go the wrong way.
Yeah, right.
Or matchups, but yeah, they're on that bubble now, and maybe they're gonna have to get some surprise from some young guys. They need something for sure. And I do like their lineup and the way they play, but again, Ottinger's got to be. He shouldn't have to stand on his head every game in and game out. These guys, they need to support him better. So yeah, I'm going to put them definitely in the playoffs, no question. But I don't, against Colorado's and
tough.
Edmonton, I still don't like them a whole lot. We'll get to them, but I give them golf tan. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure is. I think they.
No, we got to go a little higher. I think.
Okay,
I think spray tan makes sense. I'm telling you.
Okay,
Dallas
spray.
Okay, this is again. I'm just going on the past and the disappointments in the playoffs for them,
which is so fair.
Well, Chelly, the Oilers are next. Do you have the Oilers below Dallas?
I got them right there.
Okay.
I just feel same. McDavid, Draisaitl, got to play a different way too. You're not going to outscore. You have to play defense. You have to, you got to be grittier. It's not about running guys through the boards or fighting. It's just, he's matched up against the other team's top line. You got to show some more jam.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So right there, also spray. I think I'm good with that, Dan. Are you?
Yeah, it's tough. Like these next three, I think we're going to the Kings next. Like all
Kings
three
are
of
next.
These teams are kind of like in the same category for me. Edmonton is lower than the Kings in the standings, and I'm with Chell. I think both these teams have like a lot of frustrations where I don't see what's working for them is not sustainable. That's what's scary for me. But I think spray or golf is good for Edmonton.
And then same for Kings, Chelly?
Yeah. I mean, the Kings play more of a team game.
Okay.
They're more built for playoffs. They should have beat Edmonton last year, but Edmonton found a way. They had them where they wanted them and they let it slip away. But I dislike the way they play the Kings. They're built more for the playoffs.
Yes, I actually agree with that. I actually agree. Let's go spray there too.
Unless they play Edmonton.
Let's play the Oilers.
That's been a problem too. Yeah.
Okay, now we have the Minnesota Wild, and they've been bad, guys. They've been bad. I didn't want this for them. I did guess, but they've been bad. How low?
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yep.
Queen Elizabeth.
Completely agree.
Again, another team where I don't see them doing much.
Yeah, and then what about this one too, Chell? The Predators. I'm worried about them. They might be in the same boat, right?
The same. I mean, it's just, I think it's a matter of time before Stamkos wants out. He must be sick to his stomach.
Dude, he only had his second goal last night. I was like, oh, God.
I don't know what else needs to happen before it's like, okay, this is not a fit. Like, this doesn't work. It feels like it's where we might be done here.
Do we want to go Queen Elizabeth or T-shirt at the beach?
Let's give them T-shirt out of respect because they got Yossi and the goalie, and so I like that. Yeah.
Okay, next one is the San Jose Sharks. Not good, still not horrible, but not good.
Yeah, they're not. I think the Hawks are a little bit ahead of them.
Me too.
Quite honestly, but not a playoff team. For sure, they're going to be getting better.
Yeah, celebrating,
but not there yet. Not. Yeah, he's a stud.
Stud.
But not even close yet to
yeah, Queen Elizabeth, Dan? Or too low?
I'd give him T-shirt. I'd give it a listen. They started off brutal.
Yeah,
but
they
then
did.
They've been great. And like we said, like they beat, who did they just beat, Chris? The fucking, the Jets? Did they just beat or was it,
the Avs. They beat the Avs. They beat the Avs. They beat the Avs.
They beat the Avs. Like they're beating good teams. They beat Colorado. It's like.
I'll give him T-shirt.
Yeah,
I'll give him T-shirt just because. Yeah, not experienced team, but they have show signs.
Yep, I like that.
How they can play.
Okay, the Seattle Kraken been very exciting. Slowed down a little bit, but man, they're right in the mixer.
Yeah, they're back to where they were a couple years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of energy, fast team, playing the same way, just tenacious, somewhat like Utah, like very similar in that sense. Not Utah's got Keller, but. Yeah, they work hard, and I like them. It's a hard place to play over there in Seattle. I think they have a good thing going at home. They'll be right there again. Let's say golf tan.
I like it. That's what I was gonna say too. I love that. Okay, the St. Louis Blues, boys. Fuck, this might be Queen Elizabeth for me.
Out, boys.
You want Dracula? Oh my god,
get the teeth out. It's to me. It's because. Like we're making statements with these tiers. Like the Blues have no business being this bad. I think the boys are so soft. I have no idea what they're doing out there. I think it has to be Dracula. Like they're crazy.
Yeah. I haven't seen them enough after last year. What happened to them?
I know.
It looks like that's affected them.
Agreed.
Losing like they did. But I still, Montgomery, like, again, I go back to the coaches. He's such a good coach.
So good.
I don't understand what's going on there. I still see them. Look what they did last year, though.
Yeah.
They went on that run towards the end again, too. So I see no reason why they can't get back on track and get back to where they were, towards the end of the season last year.
Yeah, we'll remain hopeful. Next one, Utah
so I'll
Mammoth.
say passed out drunk. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Passed out?
Or no, Dan, you don't want to go that high in the Blues.
Well, I mean, listen, these are Chelly's tiers. I think we could meet in the middle because I want Count Dracula, but maybe I'm being too harsh. So Queen Elizabeth could work for them.
Yeah, it's too early to give up on them just yet.
Okay,
they've got a good group of players there.
Okay, now the Utah Mammoth, who look fucking incredible. Are they Pam Anderson or are they 4th of July?
I think 4th of July for me. Like I like what Chelly was saying about Seattle, and what do we give Seattle? Golf tan.
Yeah,
because I could go even higher for Seattle there. So 4th of July spray tan sounds right for Utah. I mean, this team's good. This team's really good. I think their offense is electric. So I like pretty high for them.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I love watching them play, and I love watching Keller. He had that big goal yesterday.
Yeah, that was sick. So sick.
And he's not afraid either. He's not a big kid, but he goes to the hard spots and plays hard. And so does their whole team. They're just fun to watch.
Okay, Vancouver.
Is it Trocheck?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's having a great year. Not Trocheck. Who's the other?
Gunther. Dylan Gunther. Dylan Gunther.
No, right-handed guy. You have a banner here. He's a free.
Cooley?
No, keep going. Right-handed. Michigan, maybe a Michigan kid. It'll come to me. Go ahead. Move on.
The Vancouver Canucks is next, and I'm going to check who you mean. Vancouver Canucks, not a good...
Paterka or Schmaltz, maybe? I don't know. I'm stuck on that.
Schmaltz.
Oh, Schmaltz. Yeah. Schmaltz
7 out of control. Yeah, he's been unreal.
Yeah, always liked him, and he's having a great start.
Yeah. Vancouver Canucks, bottom half.
I'm giving him Count Dracula just because I hate everything about Vancouver. How's that? No, that's too personal. I won't do that.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it. That's so good.
I love it.
There's no love lost from me and the Vancouver people, but I mean, what happened with Talk, the fact he couldn't get Pettersson and Miller to get along, and the falling out there, and I mean, I love Hughes, obviously.
Yeah, God, so good
player.
Yeah. T-shirt at the beach could be good though, because I'm with you, Chell. Like they're 500, and they're just like, even the games they win, I'm a little bit like, what are we even doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they belong in playoffs. So I could put a T-shirt on them at the beach for sure.
Yeah, it's just they kind of run and gun, and no defense or no physicality. So I'm not a fan of them. I give them the T-shirt.
Okay, T-shirt at the beach. And then
T-shirt at the beach.
2 good ones left. Vegas Golden Knights first.
I just wish Stone would stay healthy because he makes the difference. Jesus.
I know.
And he just can't stay healthy, the poor guy. But I'm going to give them the Pam Anderson for sure.
Okay, I thought you might.
They're right there.
They're right there.
For the West for sure. Yeah.
I like that.
And then last one, Winnipeg
Eichels.
Jets. Oh, Eichel's been incredible, dude. Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah. What a start he's had. You know, I'd love to see that after what he went through in Buffalo and then, just sticking it to everybody in Vegas.
It's been epic. God, good for him.
So it's good to see a story like that. And Winnipeg, I'm cheering for him because of Taze and Taze alone.
Me too.
The fact that they're doing so well and he's just, he's playing 15, 16 minutes. There's been an injury, I think, to Lowry. So he's getting a little more opportunity. But yeah, from goaltending to their forwards, they got a really good team. They just,
man. Well-rounded team.
Yeah, they're a playoff team.
You're right, Chell. It's like Hellebuck's great. Again, Morrissey's been amazing on the blue line. And Scheifele is one of the best players in the league. Like he's at the top of the league leaders in points. Like they look fantastic.
Yeah, they're a great team to watch.
Or are they Pam?
I love them. Yeah.
Are they as good as Pam or are they 4th of July?
I gotta go. I'm going Pam Anderson.
Wow, let's go.
That's right.
It could be either one of those, Pam Anderson or 4th of July cookout. It could be either one of those. They're a solid team. Just see who they match up against in the playoffs. That's all.
Yep, exactly right. And to see how Helly performs in the playoffs too.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that is another issue of the Tan Tears with our friend Chris Chelios. Epic list, boys. I'm fired up about this one.
Yeah, really well done. Really well done. I can't wait to see people's reaction to Tampa getting that boost. But I think they might be onto something.
They just find a way to get these guys like Paul, getting Yanni Gord back, who are, every bit as important as their top guys. Like they just find that depth and guys to fill in those roles. And, I love Hagel, Cirelli. Like they just play the game the way it's supposed to. And when when it gets physical, playoff, you saw what happened in the exhibition games with Florida and Tampa. They're ready to. They stand up to everybody physically.
Exactly right.
I love it.
Amazing stuff.
All right. Well, huge shout out to you, Chelly. Thanks for popping on. Beautiful list. And we'll take a break and be right back. All right, my babes, it is time to talk to you about Lucy, the no question best nicotine product that you can possibly get because everything is crafted by scientists to give you the best, incredible nicotine product, always tobacco-free, only for adults, and they're giving you so many different options. You got the pouches, that's my game. You got the breakers as well if you want a little bit of extra flavor, and depending on what type of buzz you're in the mood for, they've got milligrams from 4 to 8 to 12, so they're taking care of your every need, and this is my favorite part about Lucy, no question about it, the best flavors in the game. Me, myself, I'm rocking mint right now. I'm doing the mint right now, but I also have said a bunch of times with fall coming up here, I'm not a coffee drinker, but they got that espresso flavor. It's unbelievable. It's like I get my coffee fix, that flavor that's so delicious. Boom, I get it with Lucy. They are without a doubt giving you the best flavors in the market with all of the best quality. It's phenomenal. The best thing about Lucy, right? Whenever you need it, for whatever vibe you're going for, they're delivering. If you need to get laser focused like I do on the golf course, bang, I pop in one of these pouches when I'm birdie hunting and all of a sudden I am just seeing like the Matrix. It's all numbers. It's all low numbers because I'm going low on the course. But also, not really a sweet tooth guy, right? But sometimes after dinner, I want something. I want a little fix. I want to have something to help me wind down while I'm watching my stories, finishing up a little bit of work. Every single time I pop in a Lucy, I melt into the couch, I relax. It's fantastic. So whatever your need is, you need a little buzz, little energy, you need to relax, you need to get focused. Lucy products are taking care of you in every single way. It is a no-brainer. So here is what you are going to do. We're going to level up your nicotine routine with Lucy by going to lucy.co/Friday. That's .co, not com. Lucy.co/Friday. You're going to use promo code Friday to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use promo code Friday to get 20% off. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every customer is age verified. This is a product that contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're trying to use nicotine products, Lucy is the only way to go. Give it a shot now.
All right, I got to talk to you guys about Harry's and their new razor, the Harry's Plus. This thing has got some weight to it. Harry's users, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is legit. I've tried the other products. I've tried everything. And this one, the advancements made in this razor are incredible, especially because of the control I get from the weight. I'm not kidding. You're going to think, well, TP, how many blades are there? How smooth is the shave? It's amazing. The blades are spaced perfectly. The shave is as smooth as you want it to be. I'm telling you, the difference maker is the weight in this handle. Okay. It's so good with, there's no clogging in the blade. It's so clean. It goes, I get the, there's a flex, I guess, but I get these little jawline things. The thing goes so smooth. The advanced rotating pivot, everything is amazing. It's barbershop quality. The blades are German engineered. The design is a German engineered blade. Are you kidding me? It's that good. Harry's is going to change your shave in a way that you haven't seen in a long time. You've tried a lot of other stuff. And even with all these incredible advancements that went into the Harry's Plus, it is still cheaper than it's going to cost you less than a Gillette Fusion. And that's the name of the game. You're getting a premium level shave for not a premium price. And if you're not interested in that, you are crazy. I got the shave cream too. This thing, they sent me this. God, how a little bit goes a long way with this up? And then I'm just sudsy, foaming. God, I want to shave right now. I've got a wedding this weekend. I'm going to bring this and I'm going to bring this on the flight. And I'm going to shave before the wedding. Everyone's going to go, oh my God, you look amazing. What'd you do? You look 10 years younger. And I'm going to go, I know, I shaved with Harry's. Get on board. Okay. So for a limited time, our listeners can get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10 at harrys.com/netters. That's NETTERS. This set includes the all new Harry's Plus razor, their refined 5-blade cartridge, a 2-ounce foaming shave gel, and a travel cover to protect your blades on the go. Right here. I got it hanging right here. Just head to harrys.com/netters to claim this offer, and after your purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Empty Netters Boys, Harry's. Boom.
Welcome back and bienvenido. We are here with the Professors of Puckline, here to do our weekly gambling performance on the Empty Netters podcast. You have your professors here, and I hate to say it, sir, I have forgotten my spectacles. So
how will you see, Daniel? How will you see anything?
It will be challenging to see the lines, to see the future as we make our bets here on the show on Professor Puckline. Sir Christopher, please take us through last week and our mega parlay recap. How did we do? I believe young Sean did quite well.
You will not believe what has transpired here at the academy. Last Saturday, 13 games. The mega parlay recap is as follows: Bruins, yes. Pens, no.
Shame.
Preds,
shame.
Preds, yes.
Remarkable.
Sharks over Avs, yes.
Bully for Sean.
Over
Unbelievable choice.
A lot of people in the comments very upset about that pick. Very upset indeed. Sharks over Avs, yes. Panthers, yes. Caps, no. Sens, no. Flyers, no. Tough stretch there. Jackets, yes. Wild, yes. Kings,
surprising.
No. Oilers, yes. Rags on the road, yes. Like always. 8-5. 8-5 for the young lads.
All things considered, gentlemen, not bad at all. Going 8-5 is an improvement from the week before, and as we say, we can always do worse. We can always do worse.
And the real takeaway from last Saturday's mega parlay: the man from Ireland went 4-1. Only missing Sens losing 4-3 to the Habs in OT, where the Habs tied it with 2 minutes left.
Our young Irish fellow,
Sharks over Avs is iconic.
Our young Irish fellow just might have the gift of foresight when it comes to hockey lines. Truly, truly brilliant stuff. You love to see it. And you also love to see... Yes, this is true. He is being educated by the greatest professors in all of Puckline. It's really, really special. What is also special is the Friday Fade. 2 weeks in a row. Last week, we had our Ducklings of Anaheim surprising everyone in a victory over the Detroit Red Wings, the scorching hot Detroit Red Wings, 5-2 to the Quackers. And the Friday Fade has hit 2 weeks in a row. It's becoming automatic. And now, Christopher, read us our Friday evening games that we will pick our fade for.
Daniel, there are 4 games this coming Friday, and we will sniff out the one that is so positive that it must go the other way. This Friday, Rags at Wings, Wild at Islanders, Hawks at Flames, Jets at Sharks.
There appears to be one very clear.
Well, Daniel,
very, very clear.
Do you recall the first Friday Fade? And I'm genuinely asking. I cannot remember. I haven't looked.
I believe it was the very matchup between the Sharks and Jets.
That was my theory as well. And when on paper, of course, the Jets could never lose at the Sharks. They could never lose that game. But because they did, or because they didn't the last time, it makes me less sure that it's a Friday Fade this time. I might be too in the weeds here, but since it happened already, I didn't know how to react.
I do fear that for the sake of variety, which is the spice of life, we can't do a Friday Fade on the same matchup. And I do believe there are too many factors in choosing those two teams yet again. So I will say, for me, I think the first 2 matchups look very juicy for a Friday Fade. I like taking the New York Rangers over the Red Wings, although we did fade the Wings last week.
And I would say Rangers on the road is quite
nice.
Positive. And the point of the fade is when you are sure, when you are positive, you go the other way. And the Rangers on the road is positive. So going the other way to the fade to the Rangers would be counterintuitive to the fade itself.
So, Christopher, I love that you're getting worked up, and I also love your process of elimination. I think that this all leads to one choice. The Friday Fade shall be fading the Islanders at home and taking the struggling Minnesota Wild to defeat them on Long Island. We will be taking the Wild.
Because the Wild, as we have proven here on this very program, are 6-7. And they will remain 6-7, so they will lose. And the Islanders at home with Schaefer must win. So, of course, we go the other way. And we fade. And we take the Wild money line.
Well done, sir. Now we will move on to our Saturday Selly, where we pick an anytime goal scorer. We just missed last week. The Devils had an emphatic win, 4-1 over the Kings of Los Angeles, but our young man Jack Hughes was held pointless for the first time.
Pointless.
Games. So we need
Unbelievable.
We need to get back on the Saturday Selly train yet again, selecting correctly in our anytime goal scorer. Christopher, who do you like?
Professor, I will add that you talked me into a road player last Saturday. We insist on home players for Saturday Sellies, and you talked me into a road player, and he went pointless. So,
my friend, I will say poo-poo to you and the finger pointing. You are constantly finger pointing in this segment, and I would ask you to be more certain and emphatic in your choices if you feel so strongly about them that you're then going to blame me for your shortcomings. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
How dare you? Right. So, players, I had my spectacles on. Seth Jarvis, friend of the program, at home versus the Sabres. We love that one. Dorofeev at home versus the Ducks. Some of us are financially invested in Dorofeev winning the Rocket. And it would help. Every time he scores helps.
Many people are beginning to call him Scorofeev. That's how much he is lighting the lamp.
How did I not get there? Score a VM at home versus the Ducklings, though. The Ducklings, they are quite good. They're quite good. But what a Pacific matchup we have there, Daniel. And then what a central matchup we have here. I also like the Lion of Dreisaitl to score home versus the Avs, because I do believe in a game of that magnitude, he must show up, possibly on the power play.
For the sake of putting an end to your insufferable whinging, I'm only going to share my one that is a home game. We will choose an anytime goal scorer, someone who is at home. That for me was also in Vegas. Our dear friend, Mr. Jack Eichel, to score at home against the Ducks. So we have Seth Jarvis against the Sabres, Skorofiev against the Ducks, Leon Draisaitl against the Avalanche, and Jack Eichel against the Ducks. There are a lot of young men who are scoring at will, it seems. Does any jump immediately to your mind, sir?
The double Vegas scares me, to be honest with you. I don't know. I wish we had been, since we went two Vegas directions, I fear we will not meet in the net in that game. So I almost want to rule them out and then focus on Leon or Jarvis.
Then I think we have no choice but to go with a friend of the program, Mr. Seth Jarvis. Have we taken Seth before?
We have not. We flirted with him, and he scored every time we didn't take him. So we will fuck him
I believe
on Saturday. But we must try. We must try.
Sir, you are forward indeed. I was going to say we should put on lipstick and give him a big wet kiss, but you went right to the intercourse, my friend. You love to see it. We will take Seth Jarvis, anytime goal scorer, at home against the Sabres for our Saturday Selly. Now it is time to bring in another man with a degree, as always. Sir Dr. Locks shall join us for the Sunday hat-trick parlay. Once again, we are joined by Sir Dr. Locks. Last week, he came tantalizingly close. Yet again, he had the Flyers money line under 6.5 and Bobby Brink 2+ shots. He only got the money line wrong. Bobby shot it twice. The game finished 2-1, so they underachieved, but it was the Flames who were victorious. We are trying to finish that third leg. Doctor, what?
And I will add, he predicted the score again. He said it would be 2-1, and he just got the order wrong. So we are right there.
It's crazy. We're getting all the tough parts right and all the wrong, like the easiest part, which would be the money line, or at least should be the easiest part of the parlay, wrong. So back-to-back times, we got fucked by who's the new team again? Who did we get fucked by?
The
Mammoth.
The Mammoth.
Yeah. Gosh, I sound like a bot. We got fucked by the Mammoth 2 weeks ago. And then last week we got fucked in Philadelphia against the Flames. And now the easiest part, this is now the third week in a row. Let's just get the team right. Yep. And even though this is kind of frisky, it's kind of sketchy. So we're going to Pittsburgh. We have a 3-leg same game parlay once more. It's a hell of a slate. I was looking at the Stars game because I was like, oh, the Stars should win. But every time that we've thought that, so we had to do a little bit more deep diving.
Yeah.
We're not beating around the bush anymore. So we're going to Pittsburgh, Kings, Penguins. For leg number 1, let's get the money line out of the way. This might fuck us. But the Penguins just beat the Kings in LA 4-2.
Yes.
So now I think we get evened up on the series. Leg number 1, let's go Kings money line.
Kings,
I know you guys should be a fan of that one. Kings on the money line.
I love a season split, Dan.
Kings have been wonderful on the road. Fantastic pick.
So, leg number 1, Kings money line to bounce back against the Penguins, but we're in Pittsburgh. A little sketchy there, but I do like that.
And then are we doing our typical under?
So we've gone under the last 2 weeks. Gosh, it's so hard for me to take an over in any sport. I never like taking an over. If I'm going to take anything on the total, it's always under. However, I think we roll over. Let's roll over. I could see this game being a little 3-3 OT.
Oh,
I could
delightful.
I could see this game being 3-3 OT, and then the Kings getting the job done in overtime to make it a 4-3 ball game. Kings win 4-3 in OT. There's going to be a little barn burner of a match. I could see some late third period antics to send it
fireworks. Yes,
to send it to OT. We already saw a really good game between these two ball clubs. So let's go over 5.5 goals for leg number 2.
Okay. Do we want 6.5 because 4-3 would cover that? But would we play safe? Play safe.
No. Trust
just
the
in case
doctor.
we
Play
get 4-2 like we did in LA, but it's flipped reverse Kings.
Over 5.5. Third leg. We must be going Kings shots.
We're gonna go Sidney Crosby for a point. So whether that be a goal or an assist, that should definitely juice up the odds of this parlay. Leg number 3, Sid the Kid to record 1 point on the stat sheet out of those 3 Penguin goals that we are predicting.
So, at home, Penguins at home will lose to the Kings to even the season series. We will go over 5.5, and Sidney Crosby point completes the Sunday hat trick parlay. Daniel, how do you feel?
I say bully for the doctor, my friend.
And
bully.
I also say bully. Incredible work, Dr. Locks. Thank you so much.
So to recap, Kings, money line, over 5.5 goals, Sidney Crosby for a point. Put that in your pipe. Little Sunday magic for a little hat trick parlay.
And see you on the other side.
Yep, come on. Let's ride.
Brilliant. Thank you. Good doctor. We will we have been so close on those, so close with the doctor, and this one feels ripe for the picking. Now we will close out with the Saturday mega parlay for this week. Gentlemen, we have 13 more games. This could be the one. Doesn't it feel so? This could be the one.
I feel quite confident.
So, we start, I think, Daniel, normally you're here, so it would be starting with you. Are you ready?
I am indeed.
Pens at Devils.
Devils.
Christopher, Sens at Flyers. Sens. Sean, Stars at Preds.
Preds.
Daniel, Bruins at Leafs.
Bruins. I believe that the curse shall continue.
I love that. Christopher, Mammoth at Habs. What a battle that is. I will go Mammoth. Sean, Caps at Bolts.
Capitals.
Daniel, Isles at Rags, New York battle.
I will take the Islanders.
Yes, Daniel, yes. Christopher, Sabres at Canes. We are going Canes and a Jarvis multiple goal performance. We cannot wait to see that. Sean, Spunk at Blues.
Spunk.
Yes, I knew he would go Spunk this week. I knew
Brilliant,
he asked about it.
Sean.
He asked about it last week. I knew he would go Spunk. Daniel, Avs at Oil.
I will take the Mountain Men in Colorado, please.
Yes, sir. Christopher, Jackets at Canucks. We will go Jackets. Sean, Ducks at Knights.
Gotta go Knights.
Got to go Knights. And Daniel, finish us off. Panthers at Sharks.
I will take the Sharks. The Panthers struggling on the road this season. Sharkies are finding their way.
We love that pick, Daniel. Did you start with Pens?
I, in fact, selected the Devils.
Devils, Sens, Preds, Bruins, Mammoth, Caps, Isles, Canes, Spunk, Avs, Jackets, Knights, Sharks. Riches to all.
Absolutely brilliant. Riches to all. We shall now take a quick ad break and be right back.
Cheers, everybody. Little Surfside. Wow. Surfside is not a seltzer, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Surfside because there are no bubbles. It's an absolute game changer. It has transformed the way I bring drinks to beer league, the way I go to the beach, the way I tailgate games. They're canned iced teas and lemonades made with vodka. All the cans are 100 cal, 2 grams of sugar, no bubbles ever. Ever. You will never see a bubble in a Surfside, and that's what changes everything. God, the first one I had was at 2 Stanley Cups ago. Down in Florida, Dr. Locks told me, because he's from Philly, and he said, God, there's these incredible new drinks, Surfsides. You got to try them. I never heard of them, never seen them. I get to Fort Lickerdale, and we are in one of the bars right on the strip there, and I see Surfsides behind the counter. Order one, changed my life forever. I had the OG iced tea first, then I went to the iced tea lemonade because I'm an Arnie Palmy guy, and that was a no-brainer. But they've got everything. They've got some green teas, which I'm actually kind of down with. I don't even like green tea that much, but I like these. The strawberry lemonade, I wore a strawberry lemonade Surfside Halloween costume. That's how much I like that one. They are absolutely incredible. I bring them golfing. I bring them to hockey. Like I said, when we're watching, they're stocked. My whole fridge at home is stocked. When I'm watching games at home, that's where it goes. I can't wait to bring them to the mountain this winter. Skiing with Surfside's my backpack. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Listen, there's no carbonation. It goes down smooth. They're so fun to have. I'm getting all my friends on them. We brought them to Halloween. We brought them to a Halloween party. People were losing their minds. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask for a Surfside at your local bar, restaurant, liquor store. You have to try them. And they are partnered with several NHL teams. This episode is coming out Thursday, and you're listening to this. So Bruins fans, Sabres fans, Devils fans, Canes, Penguins, Predators, and Knights. You all have a home game tonight, and Surfside is partnered with those teams. So go check them out at the rink. Get yourself a Surfside. Enjoy the game. And remember, you must be 21 or over. Please enjoy your Surfside responsibly.
All right, we are back. Producer Sean, get that camera on because you were involved in this conversation. Folks, this is going to be a new little segment we're calling Surfside Tipsy Takes, brought to you by Surfside, the best ready-to-drink cocktail in the game. CP's decked out in all the gear. Maybe you get a little tipsy, maybe you get a little comfortable, and you start sharing some takes. That is what I want to do with the boys right now. I've got a list of takes, of opinions that I have that I think might be wrong. And I'm going to start maybe a little mild here, but I want to be clear. This is not for content. This is
a real
list of things. This is a list of things that I genuinely and passionately believe in. And I've got.
And this is the first one out the gate. Oh, okay, this is a twofer to start us. Okay,
this is a twofer, but they're related. You're going to see they're related. This is my take. We're going to discuss amongst the boys. My take is this. I think scratchy towels are infinitely better than soft, fluffy towels. And frankly, I don't think it's close. Your thoughts, boys?
Sean, what do I do with this?
It's like a masochism thing. That's the only explanation I can think of.
Hold on.
Why?
Hear me out. I know when you get to, when you buy a new towel and it's like nice and soft and fluffy, it like in your hands, it feels so good and this and that. But when you go to dry off, which is what the towel is for, I feel like these soft, fluffy towels don't even dry you off. They just spread the water around your body. Like it never fully absorbs the water. I want a scratchy towel because I feel like it's actually drying my body off.
I think you're describing exfoliating in a way. A soft towel, I feel like is a sponge. A soft towel becomes so waterlogged that I'm like, I can barely lift a thing. It's taken so much water off me. Where a hard towel is spreading the water around. And you're getting exfoliation, but you're insane.
You're just scraping the water off and your dead skin. You're not actually, like, I agree. It's like more of a sponge when it's soft. You have like more fibers to like soak up the water. I think you're scientifically wrong on this.
Okay, listen, that might be true, but that erroneous whether I'm scientifically incorrect. But I think, Chris, you just defended my point because if you get a sponge, think about a sponge. There's a big mess and you start wiping it up with that sponge is then soaked. And if you wipe that sponge on something, there will be a streak of water.
No,
that's my issue.
I
want to be dry out of the shower.
Dude, I just realized how fucking much of a pig person you are. Literally, sponges have a soft side and a hard side and a scrapey side. And you only use the scrape side to clean when there's active fucking gunk and shit on a dish. Like I have to rub. Like I think you get out of the shower with fucking shit all over you still. There's like dirt and grass stains and you need a hard towel to like chip away the grime on your body instead of just using a fucking soft sponge and cleaning yourself with soap.
Dan is so dirty that he has to use I'm like a Brillo pad at this point. Would a Brillo pad be better than a towel at all? Like we just lean into that?
I can't. I am devastated right now by the rough side of the sponge analogy because that is kind of what I'm realizing is
that's what you're pitching.
But
yeah.
Dude, I stand by it. These soft, fluffy towels, they just don't do the trick for me. But here's the twofer. And I based on your response on the towel thing, I think this is going to get a lot worse for me. I feel the same way to an extent. Let me clarify about toilet paper. I think.
Oh my god,
paper, dude! I think toilet.
Are you a one ply guy? Are you a one ply guy?
No.
Are you a fucking? Are you a one ply poor person, dude?
That's why I said I'm clarifying.
Wait, you're wiping your ass with the scratchy towels too? Is that what you're saying?
I am saying, Sean, I prefer a little tougher. Like this.
Definitely a masochist. Definitely a masochist. You prefer a little tougher. Maybe try a Brillo pad for that too.
This is going poorly for me. But I'm telling you, this like the Charmin crazy, like, you know, what is it? They're 20 times the sheets. And then it's literally like wiping your butt with a handful of cotton balls. And I'm just like, that's another one where I'm like, it's just smearing the poop around. It's not, it's too soft. There is such a thing as too soft toilet paper. I'm telling you. Again,
you don't like the bear. You don't like the Charbon soft bear wiping his bum. He's getting TP all over his bum.
Yeah, and I feel like they've got it backwards. There's in all those commercials when it's not soft enough, it's like leaving flakes of the toilet paper in his butthole. But the reality is when you've got these fucking cotton ball toilet papers, you're leaving cotton dust in your crack.
You're actually right there. More chances to leave flakes the softer you go. You're actually right there.
That's true.
It's like you take a woman's like powder brush and you explode it in your butthole. It's insanity.
Which I'm sure you know what that's like. But the do you fold or crumple your toilet paper? I think technique might be a big part of this.
That's a great question, Sean, and I'm going to blow your mind here. I do both. I do a crumple in the hand as like a little handle. Like imagine a handle on a Brillo brush.
You're an innovator.
On a woman's makeup thing.
So I do a crumple in the hand as like a handle, and then I kind of delicately fold so I have a nice even surface to wipe the butt with.
How much time do you have when you poop? It's like
he's in there all day, Sean.
In there.
Sean, never enough. Never enough time.
I have to admit that I was always a crumple guy, and then people were like, "You don't fold," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing." And I think by creature of habit, I still crumple more often. I fold when I think about it now, but my instincts, my primal instincts are crumple. So I kind of do both, but not simultaneously. You do both simultaneously. I do both varying shits. What do you do, Sean?
Yeah.
No, I'm an agent of order. I gotta fold. I can't. It's too much chaos in a crumple. It's so like, that's how you end up with people who prefer like Brillo pad toilet paper, is that they don't know how to do the technique properly. I wrap it around once or twice. Good to go.
Smart.
Do you guys sit or stand?
I'm a leaner. I do a lean.
Yeah. Because I didn't even know standing was a thing. And then I talked to people and they were like, I stand up. And I was like, that is fucking...
I stand up, walk around, check my emails. You know, it's not, I don't have all the time that Dan has. I got things to do.
Yeah. Gotta move.
Get a little airflow going in there. Now,
God,
but listen, guys, great. I'm telling you, that too soft is a thing. Too soft is a thing in both towels and toilet paper. And I stand by it. I stand by everywhere.
So you like it hard on your bum. And I think that speaks volumes about a lot of your character.
I think what we've learned here is I like it rough in the crack. And you know, that's me. I've got to embrace it.
This is what a scorcher out the gate here, because this is insane. And Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but you like a wet wipe. And do you want that to be scratchy too?
Scratchy and wet is not a good combo. No.
Like, what the fuck? So soft there, and then
do you dry after the wet wipe, or do you go around with swamp butt afterwards?
You got to do one final dry pass, and that's another one, guys. Where if you use a wet wipe and then a too soft piece of toilet paper, you've got powder. You've got powder flakes in your butt. You need it to be a little scratchy.
I think you might be onto something with this, actually. I think maybe like newspaper might be like the perfect material for it. And it's like economically better too.
Now we're saving money.
Dude,
now we're saving money.
Dan,
we're saving lives.
This is you guys' business you could start, Dan. Like sandpaper TP, and then
and
you and all the freaks like you buy it. Yeah, very niche.
And I'll be very like real about it too. Like, you know, like I'm not pulling any punches with the branding. It's going to be like rough stuff toilet paper is what it's going to be called.
Yeah, exactly. That's an all-time Surfside Tipsy Take, Dan. Thank you so much.
That was a belter of a Surfside Tipsy Take. Let's roll that right into wrapping up the episode with our nice game here. We're going to head to a Trivia Factorial. That's right, Chris, right?
Yeah, sure is. Good job, Dan.
All right. So, folks, I always struggle with the names. What we do here is I've got a player in mind, and I'm going to be giving CP clues. First one is going to be harder, and then they get progressively easier, but then the point totals go down. It's going to start at 10 points, go to 8, 6, 4, and 2. And Chris, someone DM'd us the other day that was like, dude, these games are so fun, but you guys have no stakes. You need to start keeping a tally of what points that you guys have. And there's like a bet at the end of the season. I think that person is absolutely right. Thank you for the tip. So we're officially going to start logging points here. You are getting your first one. I have a player in mind. Are you ready for your first question worth 10 points?
Yes, and I suck at this game, so I can't believe we're starting now after I actually did pretty good last time. Go.
You did do well. First question. In his first 3 years in the NHL, this player won the Calder, came second in the Art Ross and Hart, only then to win the Art Ross and the Stanley Cup and Conn Smythe.
Jesus Christ. In his first 3 years, won the Calder, second in Art Ross and Hart.
And then won the Art Ross, the Cup, and Conn Smythe.
Holy hell. Last time I did this to you, you accused me of tricking you, even though I wasn't tricking you at all. And now I feel as though in retaliation, you were trying to trick me. And that is uncalled for because I didn't do anything to you.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
And you are fucking me. Because there's someone that I'm like, oh, that could be this person. But getting it on 10 is unprecedented and should be impossible unless you're literally best friends with the person and you know deep, dark secrets about them. So I refuse to guess because of your tricksy hobbit nature. Continue.
Sounds to me like you don't know the answer.
I'm going to be pissed if I was right, but there's no way.
Clue number 2, worth 8 points. In his Conn Smythe winning season, his 36 points were the most points in a single playoff run since Wayne Gretzky scored 40 in 1993. And the only active player to have more points in a single playoff run is Connor McDavid with 42 in the 23-24 season.
Yeah, because that broke the record, right? And that's when that's that when he won Conn Smythe as a loser? I think it is.
Correct.
So this dude basically had the most points since Gretzky. That's the new clue.
That is correct.
36. His first 3 years, one Rookie of the Year. He's since won an Art Ross and a Cup and a Conn Smythe. Second in Art Ross. All right, hold on. Hold on.
Hold the phone, as they say.
Okay, so I don't know the answer.
So we're moving on.
Yep, we're moving on.
We're moving on to clue number 3, worth 6 points. And I am going to say to you, Christopher, if you don't get it on this one, you are a plug.
I always go down to like 2, dude. Like I'm so bad at it.
You're going to get it on this one. Clue number 3. After a dispute with Russia that led to his passport being seized by his former team, having to invoke a law allowing him to cancel his contract with his former team, and dealing with an antitrust lawsuit filed against the NHL. This player was finally allowed to make his debut in the NHL, where he set a modern-day record, scoring in each of his first 6 career games, including his first career goal against Martin Brodeur.
That is sick. He's Russian. How do I not know the passport thing?
This player has you know it, but then you forget it. One of
that this happened. Like, how do I not know this story?
And most impressive careers in NHL history. It's unbelievable.
He has an Art Ross, a cup. Does that mean he has 1 cup, or you're saying he could have more? You don't have to answer how many, but I don't know if that clue means he's won the cup once.
So I do have to answer if he's won the cup once or one more? That feels like an extra clue.
Oh, I see. In his first 3 years, he won the cup once. I get it. Never mind. Anything could have happened after that, but that first clue was just about his first 3 years.
Potentially, it is.
36 points. Fuck.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to answer or move on to clue.
Okay, move on. I think I know it, but move on.
You are fucking
I'm so bad at this game.
You're such a bum, dude.
I can't get 0 when we start, dude.
Yes,
I can't get
you can, and you can have some honor. You absolute bum.
Okay, fair enough. No one's ever gotten a 0. It's about time. It's fucking me.
You're going to go for it.
Yeah, fuck it. My guess is... I can't remember if he won a Conn Smythe. Fuck. My guess is Evgeny Malkin.
Clue number 4. This player is number 3 amongst active players on the all-time scoring list in NHL history and is also number 3 on the all-time scoring list of his respective team, the only team he's ever played for. And clue number 5. Only once have 2 Russian players gone first and second overall in the NHL draft. This happened in 2004 when this player was drafted second, right after Alexander Ovechkin. Evgeny Malkin.
Wow,
Chris,
dude. How do I forget that passport story? That's crazy.
Showed true heroism in going for it on 6, and I'm proud to say you were awarded 6 points. Congratulations, and may God have mercy on your soul.
He had 36 points.
Throwing up Gino right there.
Bang.
You love to see it.
Dude.
Yeah.
What a legend start to his career. I forgot all that. That's actually wild.
He legitimately might, and I include Sid in this because people forget in that second year of Gino, Sid got really hurt and missed a lot of time. Yeah. Gino might have one of the best starts to a career in NHL history. Like his first 3 years, he was just out of control. Won a Calder, was second in Art Ross and Hart voting, just behind Ovechkin. And then the next year, he won Art Ross and the cup and Conn Smythe.
And went to the cup the year before that. You know, and they lost in the tilt to the Wings. Holy hell, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Unbelievable run from Evgeny Malkin.
He might be better than Cooch, Dan.
He might be better than Cooch. If I may say so myself, unbelievable episode. That was a blast, covering all the goods. Producer Sean in his fucking bag today. Just, you love to see it. Scratchy towels are better than soft towels. The Empty Netters podcast is the greatest podcast of all time. Make sure to like and subscribe. 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, guys. Please, please, please. And again, subscribe to that YouTube. Send it around to your friends. Go on the store. Buy some amazing new merch. We've dropped all of these great new things. We want to share it with you all because we love you so much. We've got a great weekend ahead of bets, of games, of craziness. I'm going to go enjoy the sun here in Mexico. And I want you all to do one thing. Skate hard.